chapter of class 6th, right? You requested us to give the class 6 classes, so we have started with the 6 classes, right? Okay, so before going to the topic, let us first find out what Swiflearn is. As you already know by now, and you are most of you are taking the classes in Swiflearn, as I know that Swiflearn is the India's most sincere learning destination for classes 1 to 10. So it is the most sincere learning destination because we try harder. So over here, all the classes are 100% live and interactive classes. So in the classes, you can ask any sort of doubt or confusion, and the teachers will uh, clear all your doubts in the classes only, right? Secondly, we give the personalized attention to each and every students of our batches, because our batches consist of maximum 6 students, right? So it can be a batch of 1 student or 2 or 3 4 5 or maximum 6, which help us to keep an eye on each and every students, how they are doing in the homework, how they are performing in the classwork, how they are what is their competitive approach. These are all of the facts which we focus on, and accordingly we will give you the feedback and you can improve yourself, right? So it's very nice, right? Yes. Coming to the third one, which we have, is we have a very good dedicated academic mentor team who continuously keep a track on the students' progress. So, how the students are doing again in the homework, classwork, how they're performing in the different types of question answers. These are all tracked by them, and accordingly, you will get the feedback so that you can improve yourself. Fourthly, we covered the syllabus of your according to your school examination schedule. So, that is also very important that before going to the school exam or the board exam, all the syllabus must be covered, right? So for this we also handle some of the custom requests, as you generally do. That is if you have a particular topic of a subject in your school exam, and you can ask us to do those topic first, so we will do those first and then we will move on to the other different topics, right? So this type of custom request we generally handle. So these are our general features of Swiflearn, and now let us focus on the key features. Okay, so why will you choose Swiflearn above any other platform? Right, so we have a detailed progress report we used to keep for each and every students, where how you were understanding all the topic, how you were grasping everything, how you were having the competitive approach in the classroom, how you are performing here in the classroom, whether you are understanding everything or not, you are performing in the homework or not, or in which of the different topics you were mostly prepared or where you are lagging. Everything is there in the progress report, so you will get this detailed progress report. Accordingly, you will be able to prepare yourself for the board exam as well as the school exam, right? Now secondly, which we have is the SATs, which in short we call the SAT, that is the Swiflearn academic test series, where you can perform the test in every Sunday, and you will be able to understand where you are ranking all over India, right? Thirdly, you can take the unlimited practice test after completing each and every topic of all the subjects, so that you will be able to understand that the total topic is totally fine or well prepared or not. If not, you can again give the retest and you can prepare yourself accordingly, right? So this type of practice tests are based on mostly the objective question as well as the subjective questions. So in case of the objective questions, like what you get in the school examination, also like MCQs, filling the blanks, true false, one word, match the column, these types of questions are there for all the subjects. As well as we have the subjective test for your school examination. So before going to the school, you can practice all the subjective test, which will again contain the marks like 3 marks, 5 marks type of questions, where you will be able to give the answer. You will write down the answer and upload it, and also you can draw the different diagrams for biology or any other subjects and upload it, so that our teachers will check all those and give you the feedback, what is needed to be improved, or whether you have already given all the key points or keywords or not, and accordingly you will be able to improve yourself, right? So isn't it very nice, right? Yes. So what do you have to do now? Book a free trial class. So all the trial classes are free of cost. You can book it now. Quickly do it, because admission is going on for the new session. So please book a free trial class and experience all these key features. Right? Okay. Now, those who have till not subscribed our channel in YouTube, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you will never miss any of the updates of the upcoming sessions. So you will get the update of all the different sessions of Swiflearn for all the subjects. So stay with Swiflearn and learn with Swiflearn. So please do like, comment, and share with all your friends and family members. Right? Okay. Now, I guess many of you have joined the classes, I guess, right? So, quickly join the classes as you already do. Yes. So, today our topic of discussion is water, as you already know. So, what is water? Can you please give me some idea of the water, or what is the main importance of water, or why are we even study about water? Yes, it's a very easily available resource. We can say water is very much needed. We know a lot of about the use of water, the need of water, right? So why specifically we are learning about water? Let me see who can give me a very nice answer in the chat box. Okay, I'll not say first. Okay, so let me see who can give me a very nice definition, or you can say clearly define or clearly giving some quote about the water so that we will be able to understand the main value of water, right? It is very much valuable. Okay, and then I will give you my views. Okay, so let us start with today's topic. These are the objectives of today's session. We will discuss about the need of the water and the different sources of the water. So why it is very much needed, and to meet all the needs of the water, what do we have to do? Okay, the sustainable management which we have to do, we will discuss this in detail, and the different programs or the celebration which we do due to the water for the conservation of the water, we will mainly see this, and also we will study about the different sources of water. ठीक है, so जल्दी जल्दी बता दो, what do you mean by water and why water is so much valuable to our lives? Okay, chalo. So now think quickly and tell me, do you know what we celebrate on 22nd March? Do we ever celebrate 22nd March? Yes. It has just gone a few days before, 3 4 days before. Yes, have you celebrated it, or have you ever heard or seen in television or newspaper? Have you read ki what is the main thing which we generally celebrate on 22nd March? Anybody of you? Yes, it is the World Water Day. Okay, so 22nd March in each and every year we celebrate the World Water Day. Okay, so why do we celebrate this World Water Day? Any idea? Yes. Any idea about why do we celebrate this World Water Day separately? Yeah, just to say, like to say that yes, water is very much valuable. We need it is the essential nutrient, we can say, or we can see it is the centerpiece of all the existence, because the life exists without water, the life will not be able to exist, right? So it is very much needed for the survival of each and every living organism, not only for the human being, that within our body, so definitely the water play a key role. That is like all the chemical reactions are going on in our body, the metabolism, we can see. And also water help to maintain the like temperature of the body, right? So like in our body, it also play the varieties of role in the other living organisms body also, right? Think about a plant without water, they will not be able to photosynthesize, they will die. If you don't water the plant, they will also die, right? Yes. So water is very important resource, a valuable resource which play a very main role in each and every living organism's life, right? So do we celebrate only for this like this World Water Day? No, we generally celebrate this World Water Day for the sustainable conservation of the water or sustainable management of the fresh water. Okay, so we will come to know about the water more, and then we will see that even if like 3/4 of the earth's surface is filled up with water, then also there is a huge scarcity of water, that is the fresh water. Mainly the scarcity of the fresh water actually drives our uh, intention to conserve the water, otherwise we will not get the fresh water which will help us to survive properly, right? So this world water day held generally in on 22nd March every day as a mean of focusing the attention of the importance of the fresh water. That is also very important. That is, we have to keep an attention on the fresh water and advocating for the sustainable management of the fresh water. Okay, so this sustainable management word is, I guess, new for you, right? Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of the sustainable management? Why should we manage or, yeah, manage the freshwater resources? This sustainable management of the fresh water resources was first initiated or proposed by UNESCO, and they started this World Water Day, right? On every 22nd. Okay. So, can anybody tell me what do you mean by sustainable management? Anybody? Sustainable management means like we will use the water definitely, and then also we will keep the water for the future generation or the future use. Okay, so that each and every person will be able to use the water properly. Okay, so we though will use the water in everyday life. Without water we will not be able to survive, or we have to use the water properly, but we should also conserve the water or manage this water so that the next generation or the future generation will also be able to use the water properly. Clear? Yes. So it was started or proposed by UNESCO, that is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is the full form of UNESCO. Okay. Now, UNESCO, as per according to UNESCO, they fixed the amount of water which is recommended for each day, for each people, for one people. Do you know how much it is? It is 50 liters. Okay, so try to wrap up everything, the total use of the water within 50 liters each and every day. We should not waste that much of water for doing the daily activities of our life, right? So as we already know that 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water, or in general we generally say that three-fourth of the earth's surface is covered with water, right? So can we use this 71% of the earth's surface, like 71% of the water? Yes, the whole amount of water can we use? Yes? No. That is why we are telling that we need to save the water, right? So we can just waste the water because it is so much available around us. We can get the water in all the time, right? So why do we have to save it? What do you think so? Why we need to save the water, and why we are talking about the sustainable management of the water resources? What is the main reason for saving the water? Yes, any idea? Yeah, because there is always a water scarcity, okay, going on in the varieties of region. If we think about the different cities in India also, like in Delhi, Kolkata, we can say the Pune, Mumbai, mm, like Jaipur, Amritsar. These are the various cities where this scarcity of the fresh water is always there, and we sometimes see in the road that people are fighting for the proper water, for the drinking water or the water which they can use for the different household activities, right? So that is why we need to save the water, because even if the water is like 71% of the whole earth's surface is covered by water, then also the fresh water is very less for our use, right? So there is always the water scarcity, and that is why we need to save the water. So for this water scarcity, and this is also growing as the population or the demand for the water is also growing in all over India, right? As well as it is a global problem, right? So more than 50% of the population has no access for the safe drinking water, and that is why about 200,000 people die every year for the lack of this access of the safe water. So as they are not getting the proper safe water for drinking, they are dying, right? So you can think, if you think about the people nowadays, you will find out that around 1 in every 3 people live without the safe drinking water, and that is why there is a huge scarcity, and we need to conserve the water, or we need to do a sustainable management of the water resources, because without water life is impossible, right? Okay, now let us find out how much water is available for us. Okay, so what do you think that how much water is available? The total available of water is like 71% of the total earth surface. It is available, right? Now, this whole 71% of the water we cannot use, right? So the mostly of about among this 71%, 96.5% is only the sea water, or the salty water, we can say, right? The water which is mainly present within the seas and ocean. Okay, so 96.5% water is only available in the sea and ocean. And now how much water is left from 100%? 100 minus 96.5, that is 3.5%. Now 3.5% we can say is the fresh water. Now can we use this whole 3.5% of the water completely? No. Within this 3.5% water also, most of the water is present in the river or pond or lake, or we can say the stream, or many of most of them is used in the various agricultural purposes for the irrigation and all, and also to the industries and factories for running the various machines, and only 0.006% of the water is available for our use. Now, can you imagine that even if like three-fourths of the Earth's surface is filled up with water, we are only getting 0.006% of the whole water within the Earth. So, isn't it very less for our survival? What do you think so? You also give your views in the chat box, okay? Chalo. Now think that this is the total water available on the earth. Okay, now think that this is a bucket full of water, which is the total water available on the earth. Now just take a jug of water. Okay, so this amount of water is only the fresh water, and most of the other rest of the water which was there in the bucket was the salty water, which is mainly present within the sea and ocean, right? Now from this jug, all the water we will not be able to use, right? So just take one glass. Okay, so take one glass which will be available for the various purposes, not only for drinking and our use, for various purposes I am telling, and other most of the rest of the water will be there in the stream, the lake, pond, river and all, right? Now, coming to this one glass of water, this also we will not get for the daily use. If we take a little bit water within our hand and see, then just that much amount of water will be available for our use, and the rest of it will be used by the different industries, factories, irrigation purposes, and all. Clear hai? So can you imagine like how much water is available together, and how much water is available only for our daily activities? Yes. So from here, what you are getting, what is the conclusion? That never waste water, because without water, life is not possible. And the fresh water is already going through the deficiency, right? It is not sufficient for the use of the whole population of the world, right? And that is why we have to use them in a very good manner, in a proper way, so that the future generation will also get the proper amount of water. Clear hai? Chalo. Now, let me give you one fact that in 2003, it was the year where it was observed as the International Year of Fresh Water to make the people aware of this precious natural resource. Okay, so as you already know that the water is a very important, precious, valuable natural resource to make the use or to make aware to the people that how to use the fresh water. This 2003 was observed as an International Year of Fresh Water. Right? Now tell me about the need for the water. Right? So do we need water for our daily purposes? Yes, हम रोज वाटर को यूज करते हैं, रोज पानी को यूज करते हैं। अगर करते हैं तो किस किस चीज में पानी चाहिए? Yes, for what are the different activities we should do with the help of the water, otherwise we will not be able to do it. Yeah. Yes, we need it, right? For the daily use, we definitely need the water. So, what are the different purposes where we need the water? Yes. Any idea coming from you? Yes, yes. Let me see who are giving me the different ideas for using the water in the daily basis. Yes. Do you think for drinking? Yes. Okay. So, water is needed for drinking purposes. Anything else? The water is needed for cooking. Without water, you will not be able to cook properly, right? It is also needed for the cooking purpose. Then, brushing. We start our first daily activity by brushing, right? Brushing our teeth in the early morning, right? That is the very first activity we do every day. That is also, for that, also, water is needed, right? Anything else? Bathing, very much important for our health and hygiene. Right. Yes, there also we need a lot of water, like 20 to 25 liters of water we need. Yes. Anything else? For swimming, gardening, these are the different activities for which we need the water. And any other important activity coming to your mind? That is the yes, yes. Let me see who can give me the answer. That is washing our clothes, washing the utensils, right? So washing में भी बहुत पानी use होता है, right? Yes, so these are the different activities for which we need the water on daily basis, right? We use the water in our daily life, right? So these are the different activities: drinking, bathing, cooking, brushing, washing clothes, gardening. These are the different activities for which water is needed. Without water, we will not be able to do any of these activities. Right? Do you agree with me? Yes. Now, can you estimate how much water you need in your daily life? Yes, for doing all the activities, like starting from the brushing, cooking, or just think about the food if you don't cook, like how much water can be needed. You can take the estimate from your mother or father who cooks in your house. Um, and then bathing, for cleaning your floors, okay, floor of the house, or for washing the clothes and washing the utensils. How much water is needed by you in daily basis? We can think about, like, for drinking purposes, definitely we need 3 to 5 liters of water, right? Now, thinking about the bathing, like 20 liters of water is needed, right? 15 to 20 liters at least. I'm telling you about the minimum quantity, okay? Yes. For brushing, definitely 1 to 2 liters of water. Okay. Cooking, may 2 to 3 liters of water minimum. You have to cook, right? You have to give the water over there. Like for washing, if you think again, 15 to 20, rather sometimes 25 liters of water also can be needed, right? So if you think about the daily activities which you perform by using the water, it can be approximately like 50 liters. Yes. Now think about how many members are there in your family, and how much water is needed by the whole family in a week. In a week. Okay, so if your family members are four, then think about like you were taking 50 liters of water, so 50 into 4 will be 200 liters of water, right? So 200 into 7. Okay, so that will be the amount of water which is needed in 1 week. So now tell me, is your family getting at least this much amount of water all the time? Yes? Or do you think that इससे कम मिलते हैं उसमें उसको मतलब सारी families को, right? Yes. Hi Gagan. Okay, so that is why we need to properly manage the water, right? We are not getting that much amount of water which is actually needed by us, right? Exactly. Now we have already studied about how much water is present, how to celebrate, why do we celebrate the World Water Day. Now let us move on to where this actually water come from. What do you think, Gagan? From where do we get the water from? Yes. Any idea? From where do we get the water? From the tap every day? Yes. We generally use the tap water in the kitchen as well as the washroom, right? Anything else from any other sources coming to your mind? Yes. We get the water from the well. Yes. So in many villages or in many area, we can see that the people are using the well water for many purposes. Yes, very good. Ocean and rain. Yes, I'm mainly talking about Gagan. I'm mainly talking about the fresh water. Okay. So definitely most of the water, like 96.5% of the water is present only in the ocean and seas, right? But that is the salty water. So if we think only about the fresh water, we generally get this water from the well. Okay. Then we get the water from the river. Yes, that is also another freshwater source. And also we get the water in the daily life from the tap. Okay, so the tap whichever is present in the kitchen and washroom, we get directly the water from the tap. Now, can you tell me from where this water actually come from? To be very specific, if you think about the tap only. Okay, so from where does the water in the tap coming from? Any idea? Yes. Hi Mahavir, good afternoon, beta. How are you? From ocean water evaporate and condense and then rainfall. Yes, very good, Gagan. Very good answer. Yes, from the rainwater. Okay, your name is Nisha. Hi, Nisha. Yes, can you tell me from where do we get the tap water? Actually, what is the main source of the tap water? Yes, Gagan has given us a very nice answer. That is, we get mainly the water from the rain, right? That is the purest form of water we get from the rain, right? Yes, and it also helps to maintain the water cycle. Yes, okay. So, yes, Nisha, can you tell me? Okay, so in the tap, we generally get the water which is coming from the municipal water supply system. Right, in most of the cities we get it, right? So this is the main source. The main source for this water is can be sometimes the lakes, can be sometimes the streams, as well as the groundwater wells. Okay, so the groundwater well is the main source again. So as you have already said, Gagan, that the main source of water which we get from which are also available in the pond, lake, river, and well, the main source is coming from another thing, right? From the nature. Where does it come from? From the Yes, from the rainfall. Yes, yes, Gagan. Ma'am, you know, in country like Dubai, they do artificial rain. Exactly. Yes, I have this. Yes, I have that idea. Yes. Okay, right. It's a very good information you have given. Definitely. Okay, so rainwater is the main source of water on the earth. Okay, and that is why nowadays we do the rainwater harvesting and the various other ways for maintain the whole sustainable management of the water, right? So always keep it in mind, like when the water is evaporating, it is going through the atmosphere, we can say it is going through the air, right? So that water which are present in the air is known as the humidity. Okay, so we sometimes say that it is the humid weather, or some weather is a dry weather, right? So in case of the dry region, the humidity of the that region is very less. That means there is no that much water vapor present within the um, yes, yes. Okay, Gagan, it's UAE. Yeah. Okay. So in the dry region there is no that much water vapor content present within the air, but in the different humid region, think about the most humid region will be the region which are mostly in the sea coast. Okay, in the different sea coast, or we can say the humid region is there in Kolkata also. So there the humidity is more, that means the water vapor content within the air is also more, right? So you have got an idea about what do you mean by humidity. Yes, that is the presence of water, or the water molecules in the air is known as the humidity. Quickly take down the note of this one. Okay, chalo. So now let us move on to the sources of the water. So we have already seen that we get the water from the tap, river, lake, pond, well, and also if we distinctively break down into two main sources, what will be the two categories? One will be the natural, another will be the man-made. Right, so the natural sources of water means which are already there in the nature, right? We have not made it, okay, or it is not made by any human being. Okay, and what are the man-made sources of water? Which we have made it for our well-being or our main purposes, right? So can you tell me some of the examples of the natural sources of water and the man-made sources of water quickly? Yes, let me see who can give me the correct answer. Yes, give me some of the examples of the natural sources of water and some examples of the man-made sources of water. Okay, so let us find out what are the natural sources of water which are already present in nature. Right? So, what are they? It can be the rainwater. Yes, it is coming naturally. The ocean or the seas which contain the water, the lakes, the water which are present within the lakes, like trees, dust. Yes, very good, Gagan. Trees do transpiration from the leaves, and that is why it is also adding the water in the environment, right? Exactly. Yes, the transpiration is the process of water loss from the tree. Very good, very good. Yes, Nisha, from ocean, mountain of the glacier. Yeah, the glaciers ice melt down to form the water. Definitely, definitely, very good. Yes, yes. The water, lake, ocean, rainwater, lake, ocean. Definitely, Nisha. Very good. अच्छा आपको तो सभी आता है. Yes. Okay. Anything else? The river? Huh? You have forgot about the river? Yes. Okay. Pond, streams. These are all the different natural sources of water. ठीक है? So note it down all the different names of the natural sources of water, and you have to remind it. Okay. Remember it. Yes. Okay, now let us move on to the artificial source. Can you quickly tell me what are the different artificial sources of water? Artificial का मतलब क्या है? Or we can say man-made, right? So artificial matlab which are made by human being, right? Exactly. So the man-made sources of water are also there. What are they? The wells. Okay, so human being dig the well. Yeah, RO water. Okay, definitely, Nisha. Yes. Then the dams. Okay, then tube wells, canals. So all of them has been done for getting the proper amount of water to for all the different daily activities of our life, as well as for the irrigation purposes also we need the water, right, in the adequate amount. And these are the different natural and the man-made sources of water, right, which are made by man. Yes, very good, Gagan. Yes, the form the river form the lakes, and the lakes form the ocean. Pond form river, then river form lakes, and lakes form ocean. No, beta, not like that. Okay. Hi, Ashika. How are you? So not like that, Gagan. Actually, these are the different sources of water. ये ऐसा नहीं है कि pond बहुत सारे pond मिला के river हो जाएगा, बहुत सारे river मिला के lake हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं है. Okay. Okay, so these are the different region, or we can say the different sources of water. जैसे आप मान लो कि ocean water के बारे में आप अगर सोचोगे, तो the ocean water is the salty water, right? So the sea and ocean water is like most of the water on the earth surface is the ocean water and the sea water, right? And the lake water, we can say the pond, river, these are all the different sources of fresh water. Okay, so these are all different from each other. Okay, now let us quickly revise some of the question answer. Let me see now who can give me the correct answer first. So we have already covered a lot about the water, the main sources of water, the uses of water, the need of water, as well as the why do we celebrate the World Water Day, right? They're small parts of the water bodies. Yes, exactly, Nisha. Very good. Okay, chalo, let us find out who can give me the correct answer. What are the main sources of water? Yes, rainwater. Very good. Main source of water is rainwater. Very good, Nisha. Anything else? Yes, I. Oh, thank you, Yashika. Thank you, Beta. Now, can you tell me, Yashika, some of the main other sources of water? Yes, the main source of water is the rainwater. So we can also get the water from other different sources. Can you name some of the more sources of water? Yes, water is used in daily life. Okay. You can also go for the second question. Definitely. What are the main usage of water in our daily life? Yes. Yes, Yashika. Yes, Nisha. Yes, Gagan. We use the water for bathing. Exactly. Very good. In bath. Then washing clothes. Very good. Very good. Washing clothes, bathing. Anything else? Anything else coming to your mind? Any other usage? Yeah. Watering plants, very good, because plants are also very much important, right? Without plants we will also not be able to survive, right? They maintain the total oxygen balance in the atmosphere. Yeah, definitely, very good for watering the plants, for washing clothes, bathing, brushing, right? Gardening, as you already said, cleaning purposes. Okay, cooking, definitely cleaning the utensils. Very good. Yes, Netherlands treat water very well. Yeah, yes. Yes, definitely we will also be able to like treat the water in the that type of treatment we can give to the water, definitely in India also, I think so. Yeah, definitely for the drinking, that is also very important. Without drinking you will not be able to survive, right? So in our body also 70% of our body weight is the water, is due to the water, right? Okay. Yes. Now let us move on to the third question. List any three natural sources of water. You have already said about the main source, that is the rainwater. Now quickly give me some of the names of the natural sources of water. And the fourth question is any two man-made sources of water. So quickly give me three natural sources and two man-made sources. Very good, Yashika. Yes, water is used to generate the electricity. Very good, very good. Yes, it hydrate our body. Very good, Nisha. Yes. Yes, groundwater level automatically increased. It is due to the rainfall again. Okay, so the when the rainfall takes place, it seeps down, infiltration takes place. Okay, it seeps down inside the different layers of the soil, and when they go deep inside the soil, they form the groundwater level, and we get the proper amount of water from there, right? Yes, ocean, lake, and river. Very good, Nisha. These are the three natural sources of water. Very nice. And canal, tube well, yes, well, we can also see, right? The dam, these are the different man-made sources of water. Very good, Nisha. Very nice clap for Nisha. Okay, chalo. Let us move on to some of the fun facts. Let me tell you. Yes, Gagan, water can be made in laboratory, but very much heat is needed. Exactly, wastage of energy will be taking place, right? Yeah, so that much amount of water we will not be able to make in the laboratory to meet all the demands of the huge population, right? It is not that much possible, right? Yes, exactly. Now let us move on to the fun facts. One is Water makes up approximately 70% of the human body, as I have already said. But don't think that it is already 70%, so we will stop drinking water to lose weight. So it is not at all possible. Okay, so you have to drink at least 3 to 5 liters of water every day. That is very much needed for our body. And yes, Gagan is right. Very good. Yes. So it is very much needed for our body to maintain all the different chemical reactions within our body, right? Yes. Now let us find out the second fun fact, that is approximately 80% of our brain tissues is made up of water. About the same percentage of water is found in the living trees also. So can you think that? So we have to provide the particular or the adequate amount of water to the leaves also, right? Yes. Now, thirdly, the average amount of water you need per day is about 3 liters, that is 13 cups in case of the men, and 2.2 liters, that is 9 cups for in case of the women. But I would like to suggest you to at least take 3 liter is the minimum amount. Okay, so try to take 3 to 5 liters of water to maintain if you are staying in the dry areas or the humid areas, so that all the different activities within your body will be going smoothly. Okay, so maintain all the functioning of the body, we need to drink a lot and lot of water, right? And by the time you feel thirsty, that means that your body has already lost more than 1% of the water. Okay, so let's not feel thirst, and we have to drink water before feeling thirsty. Okay, yes, 70% of our body contains water, and water molecule is made up of oxygen. That's why it is important. Yes, Gagan, definitely, definitely. Okay, chalo, so these were the fun facts. Let me give you a challenge for today's session, that is, what happens if it does not rain for a long period of time? I will not tell you this answer will be expected from you. Let me see who can give me the correct answer in the chat box. Okay, so what will you think that what will happen? Sometimes we see in the various states, it is seen that the water, it is not raining properly, right? So what will happen if the rainfall does not take place for a long period of time? And you can also add like why it is happening. So yeah. Okay, so let me see who can give me the correct answer in the chat box. And in the meantime, let me conclude the session that what we have already learned today. That is, we have already learned about the need of the water and the different sources of the water, as well as we have also discussed about the World Water Day, why it is celebrated, where it is celebrated, and in which date it is celebrated, right? Okay. Hi, Priyanshu. Yes, but I'm fine. How are you? Okay. Now let us do some activity. Okay. Let us uh, go for a quick quiz. Chalo. So let me see what will be the first answer for the filling the blanks. That is, dash is the percentage presence of moisture in air. What is it called? The presence of water vapor in the air. What is it called? Or presence of moisture in the air? What will be the answer? Yes. What will be the answer of the condition, or the that parameter is known as when there is the water vapor, when it is present in the water? Yes, Nisha, rain is not long. If rain does not happen for a long period of time, no river inside, no ocean. Yeah, definitely. Cause only in the summer the sun is at the top. Okay, that is why more evaporation, transpiration directly to rain. Okay, but very good, Gagan, very good, Nisha. The answer will be humidity. Okay, so these are the answers for which are coming for the challenge of the day. Actually, if rainfall does not take place for a long period of time, what will happen? Definitely, the total balance of the water cycle will be disturbed. Right, first of all, this will happen. Secondly, if there is no rainfall, then the crops will not grow in the agricultural field, right? So that will be another problem, right? And we will not be able to get the proper amount of water, right? We will not get the proper amount of water because the groundwater level will not increase, the crops will not grow, so we will also, there will be the food scarcity also, right? So these are the different things which we can face due to less amount of water, right? Or due to no rainfall for a long period of time. ठीक है? Chalo. Yes, so the first answer is humidity. You have already given me the correct answer, I guess. Yes, let us move on to the next question. So, this is a true and false. So, let me see who can give me the correct answer first. Yes. Okay, Priyanshu, if you can specifically say what is meant by 0.001% or what is what is the measurement you have already given here. So if you can specifically tell me that. Percent of water presence on earth. Okay. No, actually 71% of the earth 71% of the earth surface is full of water. Okay, my classmate says when God cries, rain happen. No, no, beta. It is not for the cry of the God that rainfall takes place. So that is not the correct answer. Okay, it is for the scientific reason, that is the water cycle. Okay, chalo. So let us see what will be the answer for true false. Water regulate the body temperature by the process of respiration and evaporation. What will be the answer? Yes. Oh, yes, Priyanshu. Yes, that is a percent of water which is present in air. Yeah, in the form of moisture. Yeah, you mean to say the humidity, right? Great, great. Very good. So, what will be the answer? Will it be true or false? It will be, yes, very good. Yes, it will be true or false. The body temperature is regulated by the water, by the process of respiration and evaporation. Yes, it's true, right? Exactly. So, true will be the answer. Now, let us move on to the next question. So, there are the different filling the blanks given for you. Let me see who can give me the correct answer first. Yes, very good, Gagan. It was true. Very good, Nisha. Yes, it was true. So let us go for the next question now. So the very first sentence says that the amount of water recommended by dash per person per day is dash. Who recommended the amount of fixed amount of water? Yes, Priyanshu, you are also correct. True. Yes, Nisha, you were correct. That is true. So let us move on to the next question. That is the dash. The amount of water recommended by which organization? Who recommended the water and how much water they recommended? You have to write it in the filling the blank. So the it was recommended by UNESCO, right? Yes. And what is the amount of water they recommended? Yes, it was, it is 50 liters. Okay, chalo. Now the next one. Okay. No, beta. Yes, Priyanshu, it is UNESCO. Okay, not who. Okay. Do you do rainwater harvesting or not? Yeah, I really try to do the rainwater harvesting. In a small bucket, I used to collect the water so that we can use that water at least in the washroom, or like for washing the utensils and all. And it is really very much important, right? Okay, 50 liters. Very good, Priyanshu. Now let's move on to the next one. We can only use dash of all water found on earth. How much percentage of water we can only use for our daily basis, or which is only available for our use, not the other different purposes like irrigation or factory or industry purposes, or the like seas and ocean. It will be 0.006%, right? So the percentage of the water which we use is 0.006%. Very good, Priyanshu. Okay. Yes, Gagan, you can go through this options, okay, and then give me the answer. You are also almost correct, okay. So World Water Day. It is celebrated in each and every year in which day? Can you tell me? Yes. The World Water Day is celebrated on 22nd March on each and every year. Okay, so this day we celebrate the World Water Day for the conservation of the water or sustainable management of the fresh water. Very good, Priyanshu, very good, Nisha, very good, Gagan. So these are the answers for this filling the blanks. Let us move on to the slides. Okay, let us move on to the last question of today's quiz, that is dash covers a major part of the earth. Yes, what is the most like where we can get the most of the water? Yes, 96.5% of the water we get where? River or pond or ocean or well? Yes, it will be the ocean. So most of the water is present in the ocean, right? Okay. So very good, Gagan. Yes, it's the ocean. So these are all about today's session. We have learned a lot about the water, and we have also got an idea about why it is very much important to save the water. So by saving the water, we can save the whole planet, as well as we can save the whole like biosphere, we can say, right? All the living organisms will be saved, and if there is no water, the water scarcity will continue, and we will not get the proper amount of water for drinking and any sort of for doing any sort of basic activities, right? So let it be up to this much for today's session. We will again meet in the next session. So I hope you have already enjoyed this session, right? Have you enjoyed this session? Yes or no? Okay, so we will again meet in the second session of water, definitely. So I guess you have already subscribed our channel in YouTube. If not, please subscribe it now only and press the bell icon, and so that you will get all the updates of the upcoming sessions, right? Yes, H2O ka ratio means, Priyanshu, if you can ask me the question in a proper way, or can you tell me the ratio means? Yeah, so it is 2:1 ratio में रहता है hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, that is the ratio we can say. Okay, so two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen make one molecule of water. ठीक है? Okay, so please subscribe our channel, press the bell icon, and never miss any of the update of the next upcoming classes. So stay with Swiflearn and go through all our classes. So we will again meet in the next class. Yes, definitely by mass. If you think it will be 1:8, that means like yes, yes, definitely. By mass, it is, you are correct. Okay. So please stay with us, learn with us. We will again meet in the next session. So like, comment, and share with your friend and family members. Yes. Okay. So thank you for being with Swiflearn. We will again meet in the next session. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye bye.